Hello everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with a reading wrap-up. Let's jump right into it. So this is not going to be my traditional vlog style reading wrap-up because I've had a couple months of reading that I have not updated you guys on. I think my last wrap-up was in July. We have since had August and September. There's not a ton of books to talk about, but I do have some, so I want to make sure that I point them out to you guys because I am still very much on my thriller kick, my horror kick, and I think that some of these might be really good reads for you in October if that's the kind of vibe that you're in. Still very much where I am, so hopefully some of these will end up on your TBRs this month if you can add them in and they sound like they might be interesting to you. Firstly, I do want to say that in the month of August, I did do a reading vlog on a whole bunch of arcs. They were YA thrillers. So if you're interested in YA thrillers, you can check out that reading vlog. If I remember, I will have it linked down below as well. I had We Were Restless Things, What She Found in the Woods, Five Strangers, and one other one, and I forget what it is. Oh, I Stopped Somewhere, which I have in this pile as well, but I think I included I Stopped Somewhere in that vlog. Also, it's not an arc, it was already out, but it kind of fit the theme. So this one is talked about in that reading vlog, so I don't need to mention it here. The reason why I didn't do another wrap-up for the month of August is because I didn't read that much else outside of that particular reading vlog. I had A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green, which I tabbed and annotated and did really enjoy. This is the second part of the duology that starts with An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. I don't know what they actually call this duology. It is a sci-fi duology that is set when April May finds a robot in the middle of New York. We follow from there, and it kind of follows her and her team and her friends. She's not a great person. She's not a lovable narrator, but I really enjoyed the book. I really loved the series. And what did I give this? I gave this 5 stars. I really liked it. So there was that. Then I read The Shadows by Alex North, and I enjoyed this one. I didn't love it as much as I wanted to. I did listen to this in audiobook. This one I gave 4 stars. It had an element to it that I didn't love, but in general it was pretty spooky and pretty cool, and there was some dream stuff in here. It wasn't quite sleep paralysis, but there was some like creepy dream stuff in this, which I appreciated. And yeah, in general, a really creepy book. I have not read The Whisper Man yet, but The Shadows was really good. I want to read The Whisper Man, just haven't gotten there. So that was my other read. Then, this is just the dust jacket because I lent it to somebody, but this is The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. You guys have probably heard me talk about her before. I adore Catherine Ryan Howard's writing. She is an Irish thriller mystery writer. She wrote Rewind and The Liar's Girl and Distress Signals and then The Nothing Man. This is a book within a book. So it is a book written by a woman who was a lone survivor of a serial killer. She's writing her memoir, and you get her book as well as the POV of the killer while he's reading her book and remembering everything that he did. It is very interesting. What I will say about Catherine Ryan Howard's books is that I always see the twists coming, but then she always adds a little something extra. Just falls short of 5 stars. This was a 4-star read, and I really loved it. Don't let that throw you. It's very hard for me to get a 5-star thriller. And that was it for August. Then we get into September, and I didn't read a ton of things. I did read The Night Swim by an author whose name I'm not remembering now, and I didn't love it. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was 3 stars. The Nothing Man I gave 4 stars. I did say that. Then I read this stack of books. I DNF'd this thing. I got, I don't know, 200 some pages through it, and then let myself get spoiled for the ending because I just did not like this. Even pre the like twist that I think everybody gets upset about, the pacing was just all over the place. It wasn't scary. I just was not enjoying it. So this was a DNF, and it's signed and it's personalized to me, and I don't necessarily want to throw it away because she's a very sweet woman, but like I did not enjoy that book. An arc that I did enjoy was Harrow Lake by Kat Ellis. I won this in a giveaway from the author. I should mention I also won the Nothing Man in a giveaway on Instagram. I won this in an Instagram giveaway from the author, and she sent me a signed, personalized, I believe, I think, yes, signed and personalized copy. Really enjoyed this. Super creepy read. So if you guys are into a super creepy read, this is a really good one to read. It still missed the mark a tiny little bit for me. I believe this is still categorized as YA horror. I gave it 4 stars. Definitely has some content warnings, so check out my review on Goodreads if you're interested in knowing what those are. I don't have any spoilers, but I do have content warnings for all of these books. If there are things to talk about, those are on my Goodreads. I read Stamped by Jason Reynolds, and I read So You Wanted to Talk About Race by an author whose name I'm forgetting because I don't have those books with me. They were audiobooks. They're both nonfiction, memoir, tales about race, and I did not rate them, but I enjoyed both of them immensely. I've tried to continue to read Own Voices authors. I did read Mexican Gothic, but I read that in October, so I want to wait for my October wrap-up because I'm hoping to have enough to talk to you about. And I'm currently reading Octavia E. Butler's Fledgling, so I am reading some Own Voices authors and just trying to expand my reading, and I've really been enjoying that, so that has been happening. I also read Have You Seen Her by Lisa Hall. This is another thriller. This one is about a nanny who loses a child. Oh man, that is scary for me, but I read it, I enjoyed it. I think I gave this one 4 stars. Yes, I did. All right, the last book that I read in September was Horrid by Katrina Leno. This is the Owlcrate version of the book. Is it upside down? No, this is the way that it looks. So I didn't love the other cover that they gave, and so I used the reversible dust jacket and I have it like this. Sadly, I also didn't love the book. I think this is my official breakup with Katrina Leno. I think there's potential for her stories. This does have really good, like, spooky house, haunted house vibes, but there's always just something missing in her books that leaves me so frustrated and so angry, and I just don't enjoy. With the exception of Summer of Salt, I just have not had a hit from her. This is a 3-star read, but it is beautiful, and I am keeping it because I like it. So that was everything. I read Harrow Lake, Have You Seen Her, Horrid, Stamped, So You Want to Talk About Race in the month of September. 5 books and 1,447 pages. In the month of August, I read 9 books for the total of 3,009 pages. A lot of them were arcs. I read A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, Roommate, and Go Deep, which were smutty Kindle eroticas. We Were Restless Things, What She Found in the Woods, 5 Total Strangers, I Stopped Somewhere, as well as The Shadows, The Nothing Man, and The Night Swim. Out of all of them, my standouts have for sure been A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, which I absolutely loved, as well as I Stopped Somewhere. Both of these were incredibly poignant, a lot that stuck with me. They say a lot about humanity, a lot about the best and worst in people, and I just really loved them for very different reasons, but they're both really great. And I think probably the spookiest one was Harrow Lake. I will say, again, content warnings on my Goodreads, but if you have any aversion to teeth stuff, I feel like everything I read had teeth stuff in it. Like teeth falling out or loose teeth. I don't love that. As a nanny, I suffer with a lot of loose teeth and wiggly teeth and bloody stumps of gums, and I don't like it. So there's tooth stuff in this. If that's a thing that you don't like, you're... use caution. But yeah, everything was kind of like spooky and scary in its own way. This one was another one that was just a really cool way. Catherine Ryan Howard always does her books in a really unique way, format. I loved the book within a book and a serial killer reading the memoir about the girl that got away. Like, it's just very intriguing. The way she crafts her stories is really good. So those are all my reads. I have a full shelf of October spooky reads. It's honestly all I've been reading anyway. All of these would probably be great for you in the month of October if you were interested in them, but that's what I read in August and September. Not a ton of books, 14 books in 2 months, but like I said, I am focusing a lot right now on my writing. I am querying, I am finishing up edits on my contemporary to query, hopefully by the end of the month, and I am starting to get ready to draft another novel. So I am really, really, really pushing for the career that I want, and that is very important to me and really fulfilling. And so you might see more author content here. You're going to continue to see book content here. I still have Unplugged Book Box. I'm staring at mine right now, and I will be opening that one up for the month of October. You'll probably get that next week. I have this video going up this week. I do have writing sprints that are happening this weekend, hosting writing sprints for the Worldwide Writing Write-a-thon, and that will be at midnight Saturday night, so technically Sunday morning till like 1:30, but I will also be doing ones earlier in the day as a co-host on Caitlin Duncan's channel on Saturday. We're going to be doing productivity and writing sprints. I'm really excited about that because there's plenty that I'm working on. So yeah, if you're still interested in my writing journey, my publishing journey, my querying journey, please do continue to follow me. I have been getting a lot of rejections today. Apparently today was the day to send out rejections. A whole bunch of them have come in today on my contemporary fantasy, and that's fine. A lot of them actually have said really nice things about really enjoying the book, but just not thinking that they can sell it right now, which is fair. So I'm hoping that when it comes time to the contemporary that I'm going to query soon, that is just a little bit easier to sell, and hopefully I can still land an agent and move forward. It's a process, guys, and I'm learning a lot as I go, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and at some point you need to prioritize where your time and energy goes. So thank you for being forgiving and understanding of the fact that I am not here as much as I would like to be, that I am very busy like honing my craft and trying to live the life and the dream that I've always had of being a published author. So I'm working really hard, and I know that you guys can appreciate that, hopefully. So that is it for this particular wrap up. If you're going to read any of these for the month of October, let me know in a comment down below. If you have any questions about anything, also let me know. Goodreads is linked down below, as well as all of my other social media links if you want to follow me. But I do have reviews and content warnings at the very least for these books. If you see a book here that you're interested in and you go to Goodreads and I don't have content warnings, just hit me up and I will make sure to give them to you. No problem. But that's going to be it for this one. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye, guys.